Hi, I'm Rob.
And I'm Angie.
And together, we are TwinFinity.
We're twin flames in union, sharing our journey to union through a series of videos. This is now video number 40, if you can believe it. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but before I talk about that, we'll tell you the title and then Rob's going to tell us where we are because I'm super excited where we are. So this video is called the Triple M's, the Marry Me Moments. And there's other fun involved in that too. But it's so exciting.
Yes, it is. And one of the main reasons that it's so exciting is because we're doing this video from Castle Mountain. Yay! We've got the Bow River right behind us. And when Angie climbed her first mountain with me, we were at the summit, which it doesn't look like the summit here, but that is actually the summit right there. That is what takes about 17 hours to get to and get back to your vehicle from.
And I know firsthand because I was there and it was brutal, and I wanted to kiss the truck when we got back to it. But it's just amazing. When we started doing our videos and we started doing them out in the mountains, I had this dream that when we got to this point in the story, I totally wanted to do our video out at Castle Mountain. And you're going to see why in our story we had to do it out at this mountain. But what is so cool also is that we climbed that mountain in, August of 1997. So that is almost exactly 21 years to the day from right now, which is just so cool.
And here I was, I had my big backpack and a bunch of extra stuff, and she had a book bag and running shoes.
Yeah. And
still made it all the way up there.
I'd never climbed a mountain before. I had no idea what I was in for. And what did I do? I go and choose the biggest mountain. Well, it's not the biggest, but it's freaking big, let me tell you.
There's a lot of mountains around here that are taller, but don't require as much walking distance to get to the top. It's a relatively shallow grade, but it's approximately 14 to 15 kilometers one way. It's long. If you go the shortest ways, which coming back we took off a few of the corners, we came back a slightly steeper route. It was about a 28 kilometer day, approximately 15-mile day.
Now, before we carry on, can we both just like move away so they can just see the mountain?
There's the mountain.
It's so pretty.
This is about where Angie wanted me to sit when we first got going, so that all you could see was mountain.
Yeah, I'm like, can you go away? No, what's also so cool about this mountain is it's called Castle Mountain. And if you've followed our story, you might remember that we had a past life in castle times.
So
in medieval times. So yeah.
It's just so appropriate that we like this mountain so much.
Totally cool.
Anyway.
Now, I also wanted to add that it's also crazy for us to be doing our 40th story video. We honestly did not at all think our story would take this long to tell.
I would have guessed maybe 17, maximum of 20 videos. Yeah. This is video number 40.
We didn't plan on doing it in this much detail and telling so much, and reading journals and reading texts. It just kind of happened that way.
But we had the detail and we had the text. And so there was all this stuff to say.
There was.
And it started to take hours and hours and hours and hours, as most of you would know.
And what's also interesting is, as you know from this journey, you can be in or think you're in control all you want, but really Spirit's the one guiding the way. Yeah. Every time I tried to shrink a story and like go through more of it to kind of get us faster through it, Spirit would be like, no, go back, tell the whole thing. And I'm like, oh, all right.
This is important. That's important.
Exactly.
I don't want to skip this. I need that for the story. All of a sudden an hour would go by and we'd be like, okay. And another hour's done.
So what's also funny is the timing of how, like, we're almost done, obviously. We're going to be talking today. We're going to get to the point of May of 2016.
16, yes.
In our story. So we're at 2018 now. We only got 2 more years to tell about after this video. So we're coming to the end of our story, finally! Some of you are like, no. We're kind of like sad and happy at the same time, because this has been a lot of time and effort put into this. Though we've totally enjoyed it. We've totally enjoyed and we're connecting with you guys.
And most of the time we've come back out to mountains to tell it. So,
like, could you complain, really?
Yeah, we're already out here anyway.
Yeah.
What is it to stop for an hour and a half and do a video?
Yes.
It's been a lot of fun.
It has been.
But we need to talk more about that when we're actually at the end.
Yes.
We've got this one to go.
Yes. But on this note, what I wanted to say is I looked back, I was intrigued to find out, when did we actually start doing this? We got the call in just before we got married actually, and I was like, universe, no, I'm not starting Mission until I'm married, because I just got enough on my plate planning a wedding.
Getting married is enough mission.
No kidding. It was a lot of work. So we finally started doing our very first video, which is just a quick introductory video, was October 15th. So that's not far away from where we are now. So it's almost taken us a year to do this. We had no idea.
At approximately a video every week.
Yeah.
We've missed a couple of weeks along the way due to either extreme bad weather or holidays. We actually took holidays.
We did.
We still get holidays with all this.
Now, what's really neat, too, is, again, divine timing. You guys know how much I talk about divine timing. I talk about it because it's so much a part of our life, too. We, again, did not plan to have our story take this long. And also, when we were planning the workshop that we've mentioned to you guys, that, we're doing a workshop in Banff, Alberta, which is in the Rocky Mountains here in Alberta. We were thinking of doing it in August. Then that wasn't working. Nothing was flowing with facilitators and room bookings. So we tried September. Still nothing flowing. Finally, I meditated. I'm like, Spirit, what do you want? This is your idea. It's not ours. When do you want us to do this? And they said the first weekend of October. Okay, fine. Brilliant. Well, wouldn't you know, divine timing is going to actually work, that we're going to just finish our story in time to start the workshop. Did we plan that? Could we have even tried to plan that?
No.
No. That is so Spirit. Just divine timing. I tell you, when we trust the flow of things and go with Spirit, it's amazing how things work out. So on that note, we will start our story, and then we'll talk, maybe if we have time, a little bit more about the workshop at the end of the video. I think you are ready for recap.
Recap from the last video. Angie was still experiencing a lot of fear and discouragement due to all the challenges, lawsuits, etc. with her karmic.
Yeah, fun times.
I was going through my own challenges with my dad, who was now getting sicker and being in hospital more often. Angie was eventually able to shift out of fear and start creating the life that she did want after reading an article about manifesting using the power of water. She worked diligently for a month, changing her thoughts and energy. It worked.
It did.
Her karmic dropped both lawsuits, and we finally had peace of mind, at least on that front.
Yes. No more ice axes under the bed.
No, eventually we did shed the ice axes.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. We put them in a garage, not the shed.
Oh, man.
My situation changed as well. My dad passed away peacefully on November 7th, 2015, 3 months, less 2 days after my mom had passed away.
Yeah. So now we get to talk about some happy stuff, finally, after all the karmic, the narcissist, the craziness, the ice axes, we get to move on to some fun stuff.
Dying parents and moving and that.
So, with that, I had to wear my love shirt. This is actually the shirt I made to wear when we went golfing on our wedding day. So I thought, today's an appropriate day to wear love. And because we're talking about marry me moments, I wear little, you can't maybe see them, but they're little rings. They're earrings that are like rings. They're so cute.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, just because I'm goofy.
You get to start.
I get to start. You've been starting lately.
Lots.
Yeah. And just by the way, I'm going to say it at the beginning this time because you usually forget and say it at the end. If you're new to us, welcome. What we are doing is we share our journey through reading our texts. As crazy as that might sound, I have been able to find a program that prints our texts out, and we are literally reading things that we text each other to tell our story. It's very authentic. So this is now in late 2015, and I was texting Rob and saying, I'm having an amazing day of grateful that you're back in my life kind of moment. Love you.
I went, aw, yay for us.
Now, my fingers are dry, so it's going to be tricky to flip pages. Did we lose a page already?
No.
Oh, okay. I hope not. Okay. There.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm lost already in our text. Where are we?
Oh, wow. I said, okay, going home now. Went ring shopping. Lots of nice stuff. Big dollars, though, for those dollars. You'd better be involved. I didn't want to go ring shopping without her.
Ring shopping! This is like everybody's dream, I think, in the TF world, right? To finally marry your twin flame. And I said, oh my God, okay, I'm buried in paper, but one must respond ASAP when one's love says he's gone ring shopping. Wow, I mean, wow, good wow, even great wow, but still wow, LOL. Ring shopping, I'm liking this. You're amazing. Then I text a little while later, now I can't think. Looking at rings just makes it more real. Wow, the thought of marrying you. Wow, can you tell I was shocked? So excited to be your wife. How many wows were in that text?
Many.
Many. A lot. It was a wow moment.
Ah, love you. You will be a wonderful wife.
Aww, that's so nice. So much to say in reply, but for now, only question is, why do you say I'll be a wonderful wife? Like, okay, I'm happy to be your wife, but why?
We think alike on important issues, and I'm just feeling very happy about us.
Aww. I hope we think alike. We're twin flames.
Oh, and yeah, 11:11. That was the time. Just noticed.
Yeah, so by then we were texting 11:11 and 1:11 pretty much every day if we caught those times.
By the way, if you hear a train in the background, it's because there's a train in the background. You won't be able to see it here, I don't think. No, you won't be able to.
No, we
But,
tried to be a little further away to catch the water in the background instead of the train, but you might still hear the train. This is what happens when you do videos out in nature. So I said, so you had texted 11:11.
Yep.
And then I text at 1:11 because I missed 11:11. So that was funny. We each caught one. Sometimes we both catch both.
And sometimes we both miss both.
Yeah, we do. Oh, it's me again. Sorry.
It's you.
It is me.
This is December 10th.
Oh yeah, December 10th now. Oh my God, my heart is pounding with excitement. You're gonna laugh at me. I'm looking at rings on the internet and I found a whole bunch of pink heart-shaped ones, of course, because I'm me.
It's pink and it's hard.
Oh my God, so pretty, so excited. Yep, I know, crazy, LOL.
Next text pack.
Oh wow, we're there already?
Yeah.
That was fast. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. I got a 1:11.
This is on December 27th
December
now.
27th.
Yeah, so we've kind of jumped ahead a little bit.
And I got a good morning.
Aw, you text me good morning. And
I was at work.
Yeah. And I said, aw, good morning text. That's so sweet. Very reminiscent of our beginnings. Hi, love you. Because if you remember, we used to text each other good morning when we weren't in union yet. And we were just sort of working on getting to union. Okay, this is kind of neat. I said, ha, I just heard a quote. If you find a man who'll love you like a dog does, keep him for life. Okay, you're kept for life.
I responded, woof.
And how he spelled it was W-U-F-F.
The other one's woof. I wanted to go woof.
So funny. Just some heads up, I'm hearing some possible people coming by. Oh yeah, they're coming by. So we may get interrupted. We'll just carry on like we normally do, just so you know.
So, oh yeah, you were going to be changing jobs.
Yes, yeah, I threw
said,
that in there just for some fun.
Let me know how the interview goes.
And I said, just left, went well. He really likes me according to the person that already works there. So I put this in because there's just other exciting things that were going on. I was at that point working at a job that I loved, doing bookkeeping as a contractor. So I'm a bookkeeper and a nurse, I do both. And management had changed in that job and everything was just kind of really changing. And a lot of the people that were working there were leaving because everything was changing. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if I should stay or go. And wouldn't you know it, just when I was debating on like, what do I do? I ended up with a friend that had been helping in a job that she was in. I would go and just sort of help her because she didn't know bookkeeping. So I would go and, you know, fix things and teach her. And she then said, I'm leaving the job. It's yours if you want it. So I went and met the boss and chit-chatted with him for a bit, and of course was just hired on the spot. This happens to be the job that I am currently still working in and love, that I have like this amazing, amazing boss who actually helped me plan my wedding.
Yeah.
Just an awesome boss. So I just wanted to put that in there because it was great things that were happening in our lives. Finally, after all the challenges we went through.
Okay, now we've moved on to January 4th. I said, I am, oh my God, tired. Feel like I've crashed a bit. Stunned. World moving fast. I'm in slow motion. That kind of tired. Kind of scary, but I've seen it before. Gonna rock through it without coffee.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No coffee, thank God.
But I'm gonna graze, meaning eat, all day to keep my energy stable and, of course, hydrate. Rob needs a vacation. And a better year with exercise and less drama would help. Love you lots. Thanks for being here to help.
So yeah, both of us were starting to crash because now the adrenaline was coming out of us finally from, you know, everything we went through in the last couple stories that we were telling.
And also right at the end of the calendar year is also my report card time at work. It's where we do physical inventory, and I run a warehouse, so it was the count. And of course, if the count's real bad, that means I haven't done that well. So yeah, it's a very stressful time of year. Kind of takes the fun out of Christmas time.
Yeah, it does for you. Yeah. And I said, oh, my love, yes, not surprised you're crashing. We kind of expected that. You've been go, go, go for so long, and now with inventory over and adrenaline gone, your body is going to rebel. Soon we will get to go on a holiday, though. Yay! Lots of yay. So at this point, we were talking about going on a cruise. We'll talk more about that when it happens. Oh, it's me again.
It's still you.
It's still me.
February 8th.
Yeah.
We're rocking through now.
We are. It's so exciting. Good morning, my love. How are you feeling? I feel slightly better than I did in the middle of the night, but I'm staying home today. Just called work and they insisted I stay home. So sleep I will. Thanks for letting me sleep this morning. Love you. And then I wrote, bleep. Got the chills. Not quite as bad as the shakes, but still not nice.
Yes. The chills from being sick, I'd rather have that from the shakes of being scared.
Yeah. Shakes of terror. Now, before you read, I just wanted to explain. I had literally just started my job. I was there a week, and then I was sick. I don't get sick. So you can imagine how embarrassed I was to be, like, really sick. Like, I could barely move for a week. And here I am telling my new boss, I'm sorry, I can't come in. I was training still, so thank God the other girl was still there. But, man, it was rough.
I said, yes, hot and cold switches frequently. I wasn't feeling that great either.
You weren't.
I found cold was brief but intense. Hot was hours long with hallucinations at night. We were sick.
Oh, we were so sick.
I'm not sharp at all today.
Yeah, there was actually one day where both of us were home together laying on the couch. This is the only time we've ever been sick. That was the last time I was actually sick.
That was the last time I was sick too.
My boss and I were just talking about this, how funny it was that I was brand new at the job and I was sick. And I'm like, see, I don't get sick. You've never seen me sick again. Because, of course, I tell him what we're doing with our videos. He's so involved in all of this. So.
Yeah.
So I said, I hope you're feeling a bit better today. Even if you're not sharp, I couldn't imagine having to work feeling like this. Everything hurts. Just had a hot shower. That was nice. Now gonna rest a bit and then attempt to work. Just shoot me now. That just felt really, really bad. Oh yeah, so I wrote a note. Also, at this point, we had gone to some jewelers to start researching making a custom ring. If you've been following our story all the way along, you may remember a long time ago, back in 1998, I actually drew a ring in my journal of what I had kind of had a vision of when Rob and I were talking about getting married. And so I was wanting to make a custom ring to create that image that I had in my journal. Even though at this point I could not find it in my journal, I was still wanting to recreate from what I remembered from memory. So I just put a note there that at this point we were doing that as well. Even though I was sick, we're trying to go and get that started.
We are at February 9th of 2016.
Yes. Oh, yeah, and I text you, thank you, love.
And I said, what did I do? What did I do?
Well, I'm going to tell you, you did a bunch of nice things. I said you cleaned the pan in the kitchen, you took out the recycling, and you snuggled me. You're wonderful. Mwah. So he just was looking after things because I was just really not well.
Not feeling great.
No. Finally, the adrenaline gone, and then changing jobs and planning a wedding. Well, actually, we weren't planning a wedding at that point. We were talking about getting married, but...
Oh, yes. You know, we were getting ready to go on our trip.
Yes.
Our cruise.
Yes.
This is February 12th, and I said, this time tomorrow, airborne over New York.
Yes, and I said you had me at New York, LOL.
She loves New York.
I've been twice, only for just 3 days each, but I love it there, which is odd. Highly sensitive person liking New York. I think it's weird, but it's just something about it that's magical. Now, anyway, what's really funny is we were going on a cruise. And again, if you've been maybe following our story for a while, back in, I think it was video number 24, we had talked about, it was like 2012, Rob was with his Karmic 2 that, you know, he just split up from at this point in our story. And he had called me when he got back from a cruise. And I remember reading in my journal that I was like, oh, I want to go on a cruise. Period was January 27th of 2002. So Rob and I, of course, were not having much connection at all now because he's in a new relationship.
Nope,
he's happy, he's in love. But oddly enough, he did call me at this time, which I still find kind of weird. So I said, I got a call from Rob, and then I put in brackets, number 2, today. He just got back from another one of his Caribbean cruises. Oh, I want to go on a cruise.
We were going on a cruise.
Finally, it was my turn. All these years later, I get to finally go on the cruise with Rob. So I had said, is there any great benefit to doing an online check-in for the cruise? It's very tedious, and they want every bloody piece of info. And then a while later, okay, for those of you that understand our love of children, you'll understand this. I said, all done. I gave up our firstborn. We didn't really want it anyway.
Yeah. She got sense of humor. You also have some notes here, too.
Yeah.
So we were gone for 1 week on our cruise.
Yes.
Well, 1 week with a weekend on the ends. We were both still sick. We did not have our energy that we would normally have, but we weren't completely bedridden anymore.
Yeah, we weren't dying, but we still weren't. Like, for example, sorry, you were going to go?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, we had never done one of those, if you've been on a cruise before or know about cruises, they have like a behind the scenes, I think they call them, you know, those behind. Like,
yeah, they do a bridge tour, an engineering tour, and down to the, like through the food gallery tours and whatnot.
We had never been on one of those, like both of us had cruised separately, and all of our times cruising, we'd both never done that. So we agreed we were doing that. And with that, we had to walk up a few flights of stairs. Well, even that drained my energy. I had to go for a nap afterwards. Usually on a cruise ship, I don't take elevators. If my rule is stairs all the time, all the way through, because if you're going to eat lots, you got to exercise, right?
So yeah, for us to do a couple hundred flights of stairs in a day on a cruise ship is normally nothing. It's what we want to do. It's good exercise. Yeah, just doing 4 or 5 flights of stairs was enough. We were okay from every other point of view except for energy. We were just tired.
Yeah, we were kind of low energy.
So we went on a 1 week cruise, and then we spent another week in Orlando. We were both feeling a little bit better for that.
Yes,
we had some energy.
Yeah.
Went and did some mini golf. Went and took the slingshot, the Orlando slingshot. For those of you who know it, yeah, that was great.
So fun.
never had seen her eyes so big before. Like, they were as big as they could be without her eyeballs just going, boop, falling out of her head.
I now wish we had kept the video that they took of us because it was hilarious. My eyes were like, ugh.
Yeah.
It was probably the scariest but most fun ride I've ever done. So it was really cool. The reason we wanted to share this is just to say, you know, like, we had never been on a holiday together.
Yeah.
All the years we'd known each other, never ever gone on a holiday. This was our very first holiday, and even though we were still not well, it was still an awesome holiday. It was just a joy.
Okay, so I think we said flip *2 after that. So that would be a flip and a flip. I'm starting to run this
magical coating.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Hey, we're at March 2nd.
Yeah, and I said we were correct. March 2nd equals 1 year. Happy anniversary.
1 year since I'd moved in.
Yeah, so we were already living together a year by this time. And I said, it's been an absolutely wonderful year living with you. And I look forward to many, many more. Love you.
I said, hi, love the message. Aww.
Yeah, it was just amazing to like live together and have everything flow so easily with living together, you know? Yeah, it's on that side.
April 14th of 2016.
We're really rocking.
I said, so, are we going to pick up the rings together so that you can agree or disagree on the result? Or am I going to take some time over the weekend or next week and just get them myself?
So now they're made, right?
They're made.
The custom rings have been made, and Rob's got the call. They're ready to be picked up. And I said, well, that's a tough one. That's how I typed it.
It's a lot of capital letters and E's and A's and L's and Y's.
Yeah, I'm very expressive when I type. So I said, I really want to see it, but I should have some surprise and wait. Arg, I don't know. So I love surprises. And I was like, I don't want to go see the ring ahead of time. I want to like be surprised. So I said, your thoughts? I think I have a decision, but I want to hear your thoughts. Love you.
And I said, discuss this, we will.
Oh, Yoda, master.
You and I have a very low chance of having the same plan, but with most options, I'm sure something is workable. Love you.
So the reason he was saying we'd have a low chance of having the same plan is because he really wanted me to see the ring ahead of time, because he wanted to make sure I was happy with it.
Yeah,
like,
it needed to be right.
Yeah.
We picked out the stone and we'd kind of drawn out what we really wanted to have it all be like. And now we were at the whim of the designers.
Yeah. So Rob's like, I don't want to just propose to you with this ring, and you go, oh, it's not what I wanted. Not that I would do that, but he was all concerned. And I'm like, but no, I want to be surprised.
Of course, we're dealing with like heart-shaped pink sapphire and stuff, so I didn't really want to get it wrong.
And I said, LOL, a true Robert response. You make me laugh. So we in the end agreed that he would go by himself to pick up the ring, because I'm like, no, I don't want to see it ahead of time.
Now, when I saw it, I went, yeah, that will work very well. I knew it was, well, not even close enough. I knew it was really good.
And still he wanted to show me, and I'm like, no, don't want to see it.
So it sat on the edge of a little bookcasey type thing I have. Beside my bedside table, it just sat there.
In a box, of course.
In a box,
yeah.
But also hidden away a little bit so it wouldn't torture her all the time.
Yeah, I don't even think I knew it was there.
No, I kind of hid it.
Okay. Not that I would have looked at it. I mean, that was the whole point. I didn't want to look at it, so I wouldn't have even so.
If I was going to go to the effort of picking up something by myself, it was going to stay hidden. No temptation. Not for this girl. Yes, April 18th. I caught a 111.
Yep. And I said, so neat. I just had a wave of love you come through me. So I picked up my phone to text a hi, love you, but saw it was 111. Cool. In other words, it was one of our neat, what we call TF moments, when you just get that synchronicity. Oh, look.
May 11th.
May 11th.
Oh, we're starting to celebrate 11s now.
Yes.
I said, happy May 11th, LOL.
So this was our very first month of 11. So we were already texting at 11:11 and 1:11 most every day.
Now we're starting to pick on the day of 11.
Yeah. So now we actually celebrate the 11th of every month. not, well, do we celebrate it? Like, is that really what we call it?
Oh yeah, it's a celebration.
Acknowledge it.
We acknowledge it, and sometimes we actually celebrate it.
And we have a race usually to see who gets to say it first. It's always like this fun little game. It'll be like as soon as the alarm goes off and we're awake in the morning.
Oh, happy 11 day. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay.
It's just a fun little game that we play. There's no points involved. It's just crazy us. And I said, you're so sweet. Love you. The 11th of every month should be a celebration day. Yay! Oh, yeah. We just talked about it. It is now.
And I went, 11-11. Of course, now it'll be 11-11 on an 11 day. We really try to get those ones right.
Yeah. I actually take a screenshot of our phone or of my phone every 11th of every month at 11:11 in the morning.
Unless we miss
just
it.
Because.
Have you ever missed?
No, well, I set a timer now. I set a reminder.
Oh.
So I don't miss.
We have to set a timer to celebrate. Oh.
We're strange people. For one of our regular viewers, we're geekery. She'll understand. It's geekery. We love being geekeries.
Okay,
oh God, I got a whole lot of notes there. What the heck did I put up there?
You said.
Oh yes. We get to explain Engagement Day. Okay,
May 14th.
Do you want to start first, since it was your day that you picked?
Well, yes, I will start. First of all, I knew where and when I wanted to propose. The day had finally come along. I'd actually wanted to propose on May 11th, but that day just couldn't be made right.
Yeah.
So now May 14th came along. It's a weekend day, so I can have a little bit of manipulation on that. So hopefully I'm going to tell the portions of the story that you want me to tell right now.
Again, we don't talk about these things.
We didn't confirm.
We just try to make everything completely authentic. So you tell what you tell, and I'll tell other stuff.
We leave Calgary. I've got the ring in my pocket. We drive out to the mountains. We drive over towards Castle Mountain. Of course, Castle Mountain wouldn't surprise her.
Castle Mountain!
Simply because, yes, we had climbed that. And we just drive out here for the fun of it. And then I drive into the little parking lot where the trailhead is. And then I get out and I say, oh, let's go for just a little walk. So I get out of the vehicle and we start to walk down the trail. And I veer off the trail a little bit and go over beside a small tree that's sort of standing by itself, but 15 feet off the trail. And then I stop and she turns around and I kneel down and I break out the ring. Now I don't have all three pieces. It's just the single piece.
I don't know how well it shows up in there, but.
And at Castle Mountain on May 14th of 2016, I proposed.
Yeah, and it was so. I honestly didn't think I would cry because. I mean, I knew it was coming, obviously. I was with him to get the ring built, so I knew it was happening. I didn't know when. Again, I didn't want to know when, right? I wanted it all to be a surprise. And he pulls out the ring, and it just sparkled, like the sun just caught it, and I was just like, wow!
It had been somewhat of a cloudy day, but at that particular moment, it got sunny, so the sunshine just illuminated it really nice.
Yeah, the sun came out, and he got down on one knee, and I was just like, completely burst into tears. Again, I didn't think I would, but I totally was just like bawling. I was amazed. And he had this beautiful little speech. I was just talking about, because we were at Castle Mountain, I was saying to him, oh my God, this mountain always reminds me of our journey and like just our beginning and how we'd only known each other a month when we climbed. Actually, no, it was a week. I lie. It was a week that we'd known each other when we climbed that mountain. So I'm talking about all these things, and then he takes my hand and he kneels down and he says, you're talking about our journey, and I want to know if you would like to carry on the journey or something like that and spend the rest of your life with me. And I'm just like, oh, and it was just like so perfect, so beautiful, just everything you would expect from a proposal, everything I expected anyway. And it brings tears to my eyes now because it was just so special. It was just really, 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 I mean, to finally get the dream that you've always had of marrying your twin flame, like we talked about marriage a month into knowing each other.
Yes, we did.
And to finally be there 20 years, well, at that point it was 18 years? 19 years?
18 and a bit years later.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Approaching 19.
So it was just amazing.
Now, of course, when I go to put the ring on her finger, I didn't know whether she wanted the point of the heart of the stone towards her or away from her. So I said, heart towards you or away from you. So I wanted to get that right to start with.
And I wear it like this because I want to see the heart. Selfish. I'm like, I don't want to look at the heart. The heart's for me, not other people. They can enjoy it if they want. But so I love my ring.
So anyway, yep.
And of course, I'm not showing you the other pieces yet because we'll wait till we tell the wedding story later before I show you all of it. So what was also amazing about that day is after he proposed, we went for a bit of a walk, just kind of up. We didn't go, like, obviously climb the mountain again.
We just went on a couple of little side trails that follows a creek that comes off of the mountain.
Yeah. And what was incredible is that was the day I started finding heart rocks. I think I saw 5 that day. Right after he proposed, it was like they were everywhere. And I'm like, what? How? I might even, if I can make it work, I'll show you some pictures after from that day. So why it was so special that he picked Castle Mountain, of course, is because it's so significant to our journey. Not only our journey from this lifetime, but our past life of learning about that we were in love in the castle times.
So
just very special. And then even after he proposed and we did our walk there, we went for a hike in Johnson's Canyon, which is one of the places we're planning to go for our tour of the Rockies Day as part of our Banff workshop. And it was just really reminiscent to go there again because that was one of the things we did on the very first day we met, and we saw what we call the Tiger Ice Cream Rock. It's like this big orange-black rock that looks like tiger ice cream. And it was all just so, so special. He just couldn't have picked a better spot to propose, a better time with the sun. It was magical. It was truly magical.
it was a beautiful, beautiful day. And after I proposed, I did not feel any form of stress or concern. In fact, I was de-stressed. Here I was trying to be normal all day for like 4 or 5 hours before I finally could get to the right spot.
Yeah.
And it was finally a chance to rest and relax and, of course, just be a lot closer.
Yeah.
I was just stayed in the moment all day.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.
And the one funny thing, though, we're going out to the mountains and he's looking at the weather online before we go. And I'm like, what's the big deal? Like, we weren't planning to go for a climb or a hike or anything. We were just going for a drive. And finally, he admits later he was worried because there was going to be snow still. Because, of course, when you're in the mountains, there's snow sooner in the season and later because you're in the
It's only May.
Mountains. Yeah.
It can still snow.
Yeah.
It shouldn't snow. Don't want it to snow. Would prefer if it didn't snow, but it still could.
So he's all concerned that there might be snow on the ground. And I'm like, what's the big deal? We know how to walk through snow. Like, I'm giving him a hard time. And finally, later, he admits, once he proposes, that he didn't want to be kneeling in snow. I'm like, oh my goodness, it was so funny. I thought it was hilarious.
Hi, let's check out everything that shouldn't matter and try not to make it matter, even though it might matter.
Usually he doesn't care if there's snow, like, whatever. But that day he was really concerned about snow. Then I understood why.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I just have one last little bit to read here from our text. So this is now May 16th, so 2 days after we got engaged. And I said, hi, I feel really weird today, emotionally, not physically. Now that I'm not with you, the weekend feels like a dream. I have to keep looking at my ring, which I love, I put in brackets, to confirm that it really happened. It was not only a perfect day on Saturday, but a perfect weekend. I'm still in shock. What I'm most in shock about is that we are back together after all these years. Yes, totally. And that we actually got to stay together this time. Wow. Big lots of wow. Wow cube?
Wow cube.
LOL. And then I text a little later in the day and I said, I freaking love my ring. I would like look at my ring like all day long and just, wow, like what, like totally in shock, right? I'd be typing away and then, oh my God, what's that thing on my finger? It was just shocking. Now, why we called this the title that we did, the Triple M's, the Marry Me Moments, is because Rob would come home for months. And like, do you remember that?
Yes, there was many times where we verbalized where, you know, I'm having a marry me moment. And that's what we called them. We never really texted them very much.
It's not in our text at all, which I'm shocked. He never texted.
But we condensed it to being Triple M moments.
Yes. You would come home and you'd be like, I'm Triple Ming again. And he'd be like, we have to get this ring made. I need to get you engaged. Yes. So funny. You were like, he was stressed, like literally stressed. You don't have a ring on your finger yet. Like, it's all good. We know it's going to happen. It'll happen when it's supposed to. But he was like freaking out. So he was having all these Triple M moments. It was hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now it says end of video number 40.
Yes. We made it to the end. That was another short one. Yay. So on that note, we will give a little quick bits about the workshop because we've had some people ask some questions. Actually, I wanted to share with you because this is just really cool. We just had a lady last week, or this past week, book for the workshop from all the way from Australia. She is coming. Can you believe that? We have some people coming from Australia, from UK. Like, you guys are awesome. Wow. So she had a few questions, and I thought, well, you know what? We should maybe tell you a little bit about this, so in case you all have questions. So a little bit of the itinerary. First, if you haven't heard, you know, I know some of you just watch every little video here and there. You don't watch all of them. Or if you're new and watching this for the first time, we are doing a Twin Flame / Divine Partner Workshop on the weekend of October 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we're doing a tour of the Rockies for anybody that wants to stay the extra day and kind of see the mountains of where we live. This mountain, actually, we will pass on our drive as we go to Lake Louise on the tour of the Rockies.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
We'll be going within about 100 yards of this spot.
And I take pictures of it every single time we drive by because, you know, it's Castle Mountain. How can you not? So anyway, back to workshop. The Friday evening will be starting at 5 o'clock, doing registration and whatnot. And then what the intent of the evening is twofold. One, just everybody can introduce themselves.
A meet and greet.
Yeah, exactly. Say where you're from, say why you've come, where you are in your journey, whatever you want to share, however much or little you want to share. And then we'll get everybody to write out any questions they have that they want answered during the week or the weekend. The week. Wouldn't that be awesome if we did a whole week?
That would be beyond awesome.
No kidding. Maybe sometime we'll do that.
We get a week. Sometime.
Yeah, sometime.
Not this time.
No. Then Saturday morning before the actual workshop starts, Kelly, one of the facilitators, and I will be doing Reiki. We'll just be offering free mini Reiki sessions to whoever wants to have one. And then the actual workshop will just be answering questions, supporting you on your journey. Whatever people need, we'll be kind of working with you all. Now, how we're intending to have this is just very much like a family gathering. It's not going to be us as facilitators standing up there on a stage or at a microphone speaking and you're just sitting there taking notes. This is a very interactive kind of thing. One of the things we learned when we went to the Chicago workshop was a quote that I so love, and it's that everybody is a student and everybody is a teacher. In other words, we all have stuff to teach and share and learn. So we're not there to teach you and you guys to just sit and listen. And we're not there to have you guys do nothing. It's very much an interactive sharing. So when we answer somebody's question, you're welcome to answer it too from your own experiences.
So
something you say?
Yeah, I just wanted to just reinforce that even people that were shy at Chicago and also at Boston, it didn't take long before they were contributing.
No, it didn't, did it?
Yes, and the equality, especially with people who are on the twin flame journey, there is a lot of knowledge to be shared, and with all the commonality, it takes almost nothing to open people up. It's really a beautiful time.
Yeah. because you're truly with family. I mean, when you meet these people, you're like, these are my soul family. And they are. Oh my goodness, the bonding that goes on.
So Friday night is a meet and greet, and also the time that we'll take all the written questions. Saturday is mostly going to be the day that we're spending with questions and having discussions.
Yep.
A couple of grounding exercises along the way, and whatever else comes along.
And we're going to do a manifesting, creating exercise just for fun.
Okay. Sunday will be similar in some respects to Saturday, but there will be some people who will be leaving at the end of Sunday to start their journeys home. Yep. So Sunday will not be as long as Saturday.
Yeah. Sunday will end probably noonish and then have lunch. And just so you know, lunch is included both on the Saturday and the Sunday. Okay. And then
Monday.
Can we go back to Saturday night for a minute?
Okay, we're going back to Saturday.
We're going to rewind. Saturday night, we're going to plan to kind of end a little early in the evening. When we were in Chicago and Boston, they both went fairly late at night. But our intent is to finish at supper time, let you kind of go so you can explore Banff Ave. I mean, if you're in Banff, this is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing for some people, especially those coming from Australia and UK and places like that, right? They may never, ever come back. So we're going to give you some opportunity to just go explore. Banff Ave has lots of restaurants, fun shops, crystal shops, tourist shops, all sorts of neat things.
Chocolate shops.
Oh, yeah.
Candy shops.
Chocolate shops.
I shouldn't have said that.
Chocolate. I think we had some people at Crystals, too.
Okay.
And then on the Sunday, for those staying for the extra day for the tour on the Monday, we're planning to go for a little hike, nothing major at all, to go see the
Banff Springs Hotel, Bow Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll skip across the river. Actually, not like a stone, because that would make us all wet. But we'll walk across using a bridge. We won't skip.
You're in that case.
And yeah, we'll go. It's just a short hike. It's about a 20-25 minute walk.
Yeah.
So we'll go do a little bit of playing around there, and then probably go back to downtown Banff and enjoy the Sunday night. Monday will be the bus tour of the Rockies. Get started as soon as we can, close to sunrise, and finish the last stop right at sunset. Come back and take it easy for the evening. And usually, and for anyone who's staying for the tour of the Rockies, probably for the majority of people, Tuesday will be the travel day home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that is the itinerary, unless you have anything else to add.
I just wanted to add, some people are concerned about the tour day in that, you know, because we're mountain climbers, we're going to take you on some massive, horrible hike. No, don't worry. Just because we do stuff like that, we're not going to make you guys do it.
Okay. Every stop will have a half-hour to 45-minute potential hike. Every stop, also, where the parking lot is, there's still lots to do just around those areas. Things to see, short little things to just strolls you can do. So if you're not into doing the longer hikes, hey, I probably won't even do them all. Send people on their way with Ange.
Don't have to at all.
Don't have to at all.
You can do as much or as little. There's, like, for example, Lake Louise.
Oh.
There's a hike we can take you on. It's about a half-hour one-way hike. You can just hang around the lake. There's other small just walks. You can just enjoy the beauty, stunning beauty of the lake and the mountains.
Lots of photo ops there. There's the chateau itself.
Yes, which has shops. There's another crystal shop in there.
And just to walk around the big hotel
is just stunning in there.
Yeah, it's old for this part of the world. Maybe not old for people that have lived in places that have got 300- and 400-year-old buildings.
Yeah.
Our buildings aren't that old.
No.
We're a little bit more the Wild West out here. Our buildings are only 100 years old, not 300.
Yeah. So just to let you know, there is options. It's not like we're going to drag you out to some crazy mountain hike. We're not that mean.
And one other thing, Angie mentioned it's a half-hour one-way hike that we could do at Lake Louise. Honest, it's a two-way hike. We're not just going to hike you one way and leave you there.
No?
We'll bring you back. Don't worry. All
right, I think it's time for us to go. Rob's getting squirrely.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
We love you.
We do. And just remember, or just as a reminder, I can't talk now, blah, blah, blah.
I said her line. That's
yes,
the problem.
Yes, you did. You screwed me all up. No,
That's twice.
Get out of my
push out of the picture again.
Okay, I'll give him a snuggle now. I was just going to say, just as always, remember to connect with your twin, go within. And we do love you guys, and we love connecting with you in whatever way we can. And we will hopefully catch you in another week.
Catch you later. Bye.